Dejte mi malíři barvy všech druhů, já budu do mraku malovat duhu. Řekněte.
Tell me, Henry, do you believe in signs?
I would say so. I believe in them.
So do I. We were meant to meet. And I think that the fact you found me and saved me was no coincidence.
Oh, no. You've got another job for me, haven't you? You've been lying to me all this time, and you dragged me into it.
The magic. It's in you. Yours. Like the wind. Know who were the bad uns before even Ode? Us. That's who. Oh, they'd round us up. Or drown us down, lest we come to a change. And they were right. Aha! Ere blue blood is as old as Alkenstone, as omen beasts, as voicing trees. Each of these with magics no dullard human ever sees. The spell song made us forget all others. But minnow, learn the river's verses, for only the souls now remember.
Eren and Adso have set out on a quest as bold as it is doomed. On their journey, they'll cross the scorched remains of Besakar Hamlet. Its streets are stalked by the Queen's hunters and cursed souls, doomed to roam and spread only death in their wake. But something worse lingers here. An ancient hunger, thirsting for blood. To face the Crimson Fort is madness, but it blocks the only path to Duria, the ancient city where fate pulls Eren and Adso closer to the palace. Cursed long ago, its inhabitants endure a living death. Their bodies decayed, their minds broken. There's nothing left in them but pain and violence. And yet, deep within the ruins, someone may still live. Someone who hasn't given up. the Doyen graves rise untouched by time. Solemn monuments carved by the first hands of humankind. For centuries, their towering tombs have held the silence of the dead. But now, that silence is broken. A necromancer's call has roused the graves. The dead walk once more. They hunt one who has also awakened and runs from eyes no longer blinded by death. Forged in blood and sand, the citadel of Tharasmunda still stands, a war-scarred monument to a forgotten age. Here, the ancient forgers once defeated the tyrant Thalmudak and his monstrous Athanatoi, ending an era of darkness beneath storm-split skies. They buried their enemies beneath the citadel, a warning, a boast, but they didn't bury them deep enough. Now, Queen Nerea has stirred the sands and called the Athanatoi back to life, and they will be her sword against Aaron. On the icy shores of an ancient fjord, carved by the tides of the Forger's Sea, stands Winter's Wall, a fortress of frost and stone, silent beneath a sky of falling snow. Once it welcomed travelers on the path to the royal palace. Now it stands cold and abandoned. Long ago, royal caravans passed this way, through the Dryad forest and up the cliffs where the palace rests. Here, Aaron was born and knew warmth, love, and Princess Nerea. And here, under a sky heavy with sorrow, his world shattered. This is where his exile began.
Waiting for you.
Do you have good news?
I do.
All that pain. I'll put an end to it.
Everybody's got a story. World being how it is. I think I'd already given up by then.
It'll be very different from the monsters you've faced so far.
Forged in the crucible of war, House Troopers are the first, last, and often only line of defense in the Imperium. With rigorous routines and a life of survival and combat training, the House Trooper is always ready for action. Drilled in heavy firepower, long-ranged weapons, and combat technology, A trooper is an expert in finding new vantage points and forcing enemies out of cover through gravitational manipulation. Mastering these tactics will help you become an effective opponent against even the most heavily defended strongholds. At the heart of a trooper's abilities lies a perfected muscle memory for all kinds of weapons, increasing your accuracy and handling at long ranges. This perfected handling will also help you with increased agility while carrying more destructive options. You will also learn to master the Holtzman anti-gravity technology known as suspensors. Throwing your anti-gravity grenades will trap enemies within its field, leaving them an easy target. And when pinned down by close-range attackers, releasing the suspensor energy will blast away any nearby enemies. In order to navigate the battlefield quickly, your tactical technology includes the Sugarwire Claw, a fast climbing cable enabling unprecedented vertical mobility. And when no other solutions are possible, use the modified Hunter Seeker for a high explosive option to defeat heavily fortified enemies. Throughout the dunes of Arrakis, any school can be trained and improved by masters. Advancing your combat skills is the key to surviving any battlefield. But knowing your enemy also grants you access to their abilities, opening up synergies that surpass even the most deadly house trooper. Salute in honor of your house, and venture brave into the dunes of Arrakis.
So Doc, I'm guessing you've covered your fair share of reports regarding signs of life?
To say that this geode is really a sign of life is a little much.
Actually, this is only my second time investigating one of these reports.
Hand over the geode, Doctor.
Who are you?
Just give it to me, and no one gets hurt.
What the hell?
Jesse seems pretty hopeful about the find being a sign. Jesse's inexperienced.
What is this place? Jesse! Hang on, I'm almost there.
Give it up, Doctor.
As high as the moon falling down to you. I was a
Greetings, my name is Victor, and I am the head of Fire and Frost Studios. We are a small team of passionate developers who grew up playing classic role-playing games during the 2000s. Many of those games and our shared love for fantasy inspired us to create the game of our dreams, which we've been hard at work for the past few years. We've always wanted to make a game that combines the convenience of modern gaming while paying homage to the legendary classic RPGs that we love and cherish so much in our memories.
Old-Fashioned Steel is an immersive third-person RPG set in a dangerous medieval fantasy open world. It emphasizes rich storytelling, world exploration, combat, and deep character progression. You will hone your combat skills and survive in this harsh world while watching your actions impact and shape the fate of the entire island. Today we are incredibly excited to give you a first glimpse of the world and atmosphere that awaits you.
This island is cursed, I tell you. Can't live off the land. And hard work won't save you either. Yes, the glory of our ancestors has long been buried in ash. The fine folk here keep asking for more. And trust me, their appetites can never be sated. Fear has seeped into the very soil here. The beasts can feel it, baring their teeth in a bloodthirsty snarl. Well, it is what it is. You and I are stuck here too. But who knows? Maybe all of this is a trial sent from above. Sometimes I wonder if there are any decent folk left in Greyshard.
And this is just the beginning of our journey, and a sneak peek of what we wanted to show you.
Thank you very much for your attention. Please enjoy and see you soon.